Last March 2010, American Records was founded. It all began when the co-authors of Re-Entry, Emily Ackerman and KJ Sanchez, were invited to present their play Re-Entry, based on interviews with Marines returning from deployment, at the National Navy Marine Corps Combat Operational Stress Control Conference in San Diego. A community of friends, family, and supporters came together to help get Re-Entry to COSC. Everyone gave what they could. Some gave $5, some $25, some gave $500, some gave more, and every single dollar counted. Every donation was put to good use. On May 19th, American Records successfully produced Re-Entry at the 2010 COSC conference. Attendees included hundreds of Marines, sailors and their families, as well as key military leaders and mental health professionals. Military leaders have expanded their concept of war wounds to include psychological wounds that adversely affect mind, body, and spirit, and have embraced presenting Re-Entry to troops as a tool in risk detection, reducing stigma in seeking help, and providing families with insight and emotional support. Thanks to that first presentation and that first seed planted by our earliest donors, American Records has now produced Re-Entry at Marine Corps Bases Quantico, Virginia, where Marines who attended that performance later took their families to see the play at Baltimore Center Stage. As one Marine shared, "I can't talk about what I'm going through with my family, but the people in the play can. This will help my wife understand what it's like for me." We've also taken Re-Entry to USMC Air Station Beaufort, South Carolina, and the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island. Taking the play to Parris Island was quite remarkable. The cast and crew were given an incredible tour of recruit training, where they gained extraordinary insight into the lives of those they are portraying, and the two performances were in the recruit chapel. The play was performed on the altar. There were an estimate of over 1,200 Marines at these performances, and as with other base presentations, many men and women stick around after the show to talk to the actors and tell them their own story. American Records has also taken the play to 6 VA hospitals in VISN 3, that's New York and New Jersey, performing multiple staged readings at each as sensitivity training for hospital employees. There's been so many requests for the production that we're now launching a national tour. Re-Entry has been one of 6 projects chosen for the pilot year of the New England Foundation for the Arts National Theater Pilot, with lead funding from the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation. The NEFA-NTP will provide mentorship and invaluable funding to support this national tour. We'll be taking Re-Entry to regional theaters, including Roundhouse in Bethesda, Maryland, and institutes of higher learning, including Dartmouth College, military bases, including Camp Lejeune, reserve units, the annual Armed Forces National Health Conference, and hospitals, including Bethesda Medical and Walter Reed. The NEFA funding is a great start, but we can't do this without your help. We hope you'll consider a tax-deductible donation. American Records has very little overhead. We're light and nimble, and have designed this tour to be as lean as possible, so that donations go to direct costs, paying the actors, transporting the set, bringing our beautiful design with us. Your donation also allows us to keep costs at a bare minimum when we're taking the show to bases and hospitals. Give what you can. No donation is too small or too big. With troops now on their 7th, 8th, 9th deployment, military chaplains, medical staff, and family services recognize how truly vital it is to destigmatize combat operational stress and PTSD, and create a culture in which service members and their families are encouraged to seek help if they need it. At the same time, so many civilians who have no personal connection to anyone serving are truly longing for a way to be supportive, for some way to connect to those serving. And for the most part, the only connection we have is the handshake and the thank you for your service, as seen so often at airports around the country. We don't suggest that this little play will fix everything, but in some small way, we're trying to do our part. For civilians, Re-Entry offers a conversation with a service member, and to those serving, it says, "You're not alone." We hope you'll join the team.